Hello, this is Alfred Poor, the editor of Health Tech Insider. I'm here at the Digital Health Studio at CES 2020, and I have the distinct pleasure this morning of talking with Jerry Wilmink, who we've had contact over the years in a number of different contexts, but now you're the Chief Business Officer with CarePredict. What is CarePredict, and what kind of products do you have?
CarePredict is a digital health company that was launched in 2013, and we have offices in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and Menlo Park. And what we developed is the world's first wearable that really gives us accurate information in regards to the activities and behavior of a senior. And this is critical information because for over the last 10 years or so, there's been a focus on vital sign measurements and physiological measurements. And those measurements are great for doing diagnostic, really kind of late stage. But actually, more recent research has indicated that activities and behaviors are the earliest signs of a health decline. And so what we measure is the changing behaviors of a senior. For instance, their eating patterns, sleeping patterns, their frequency to the restroom, and that information can be used to predict the onset of a health decline, such as depression, nutritional risk, or even a urinary tract infection.
So it actually can detect impairments that are developing over time, whether it's a physical impairment or even a cognitive one, it sounds like.
Exactly. The way the product works, which is really interesting, is we use a context beacon. Actually, we have one right here. Okay. We place these wireless context beacons either in an assisted living community or in a senior's home, which we've launched now our product for the home as well.
Oh, wonderful.
And the wearable device that we've designed actually allows us to know the context and location of the senior. So when the senior goes into the dining room and they bring food from table to face, our wearable is tuned to pick up the subtle changes in the kinematics of their wrist and identifies their unique eating gesture. And so after the model is trained for 2 weeks, it knows when mom is eating, drinking, washing her face, brushing her teeth. And so if there is signs of depression, for instance, the earliest signs are self-neglect. So if she stops brushing her teeth and washing her face, then all that goes into our models to make those predictions.
So there's some holes here. Are those cameras or?
No, that's just, it's a context beacon. So it's just telling us that mom is either in the dining room, bathroom, bedroom, and that allows us to know the context. And that's actually an excellent point because the context beacon, without that, it's very difficult to do accurate gesture recognition.
Sure.
If you have a traditional wearable and it doesn't know the location, an eating gesture may look very similar to a brushing teeth gesture. But since we do know you're in the bathroom and then the temperature and the humidity in that room, we can make that deduction.
And so that's not a camera, it's unobtrusive.
Not a camera.
People are less likely to object having that in the home.
Yes.
So where does this information go? I mean, you're collecting a great deal of data.
Excellent question. So the data then goes to the Android or iOS app, CarePredict app.
Okay.
And you get a beautiful visualization on this app and all the paid and unpaid caregivers so the family members can see all the distinct behaviors: eating, kitchen activity, walking, time spent outdoors, and even bathroom visits. And you get a very nice overview of what their daily routines look like. So for instance, if mom normally gets up at 6 a.m. and starts eating her breakfast at 6:30, and you see that she doesn't wake up until 10 a.m., 11 a.m., an alert can be sent to the family saying, it looks like something's up, because this is a deviation from mom's normal baseline.
Well, that's fascinating. So you actually can push alerts out to the family members and caregivers that attention might be needed.
Exactly.
That's great. So you say that this is a home version that's coming out on the market?
Yes, it's very, very exciting. We launched it a few days ago. Since the company's been around since 2013, we've installed our enterprise units in independent living, assisted living, and memory care group living communities in the United States and Japan. And there was so much demand because there's 87 to 90% of seniors want to age in place. Yep. And so we made this direct to consumer for the senior's home and for their family members and launched it 2 days ago. And it still uses our really robust predictive engines and all of our models that we've developed over the years.
So what does it need in terms of communication? Does it have to have a smartphone in the home or something that might be a challenge for the senior?
Really, really lightweight. We just need electricity and Wi-Fi in the home.
That makes it nice and simple.
Yeah.
Well, as a member of the sandwich generation,
Yes.
I can tell you I'm very excited because I've been watching the enterprise version and saying, gee, I wish they would come out with one that I could get to put in my mom's house.
Exactly.
So I'm excited to see this too.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Very
much for
exciting.
your time. I appreciate your taking the time to come show us all this.
Thank you, Alfred.
Again, I'm Alfred Poor, editor of Health Tech Insider, and I'm here at the Digital Health Summit studio at CES 2020. Thanks for watching.